One, two, three. Okay, you're on, Michael.
What's going on, guys? Michael here, 360 Digital Closing Bell here on this beautiful Wednesday, April the 8th, 2020. We have a crazy day in oil. I'm live from an undisclosed location here in Denver, Colorado. Stu is also live from an undisclosed location, but he's in Dallas. How you doing today?
Doing fantastic. Hey, I sure appreciate you. We've had a busy time going on, man.
Holy smokes, it's been really busy, and we're going to bring you back in to talk about an interview that we just did with Enverness. Before we get into the digital ticker and my personal one big thing, I need to talk to you about some of the stuff that Oil and Gas 360 and Enercom are doing. There are so many great interviews out there right now. You can go to their Energy Expert Network, check out all of the cool different interviews you did. We just dropped one with Landox today. We have a special one with Enverness and Bernadette Johnson that we are probably going to drop tonight or tomorrow. It's going to cover all of these really cool stuff about the oil markets, and there's actually some live stuff that happened while we were on the podcast, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. Also, if you're not subscribed to the 360 Digital Closing Bell on iTunes, Spotify, or YouTube, please stop what you're doing, pause this, but finish it. Pause this first, though. Go and subscribe, rate, review, do whatever makes those iTunes algorithms go nuts. We really appreciate all your support. And to everybody who has reached out, I've gotten a lot of great feedback from you guys in terms of the long form podcast. I've gotten some great research that we're going to dive into tomorrow. Tomcat made some cash, Fang up big this week, so we'll be making sure to talk about that here on our Friday podcast, which we will record tomorrow night. But all right, let's go ahead and dive into the tick here. SPY, great day. Well, before we get into all of it, just everyone does well today except for natural gas. Oil up big, up about 11%. Equities up big today just due to some more stimulus news coming in. And so that's what you're going to see in the numbers today. SPY up 3.5%, 90 points to about 2750. NASDAQ, first time closes above 8,000 in about 6 weeks, up to 90.9. That's a 200-point move. Great day for tech stocks. Dow Jones, though, finishes above 23,000. Again, for the first time in a hot minute at 23,433. That's a 778-point increase, or about 3.4%. Oil, big mover on the day, 11.4% up to 26.30. That was really off the back of two things. One, EIA storage numbers came out. Now, one thing you're going to watch for, we're going to see storage numbers really, really high, 15, 20, barrel increases. The key that you're going to need to watch for is U.S. production. Week to week, U.S. production was down 600 barrels. Oil actually shot up off bigger storage numbers because of that news. So if you're trading EIA levels, just know what you're watching for right now is not necessarily was there a build or draw from Cushing. The question was, what is U.S. production doing? This week it was down 600,000, and that's what really propped up oil, along with my one big thing, which we'll get into later. But oil, like I said, 26.30 up to 11.3%, or $2.67 movement. Huge day. 12-month strip, 36.09. That was only a 0.1% movement, but that's sort of what we expected when you look at how that futures curve plays out. Natural gas, the only asset that was down today to $1.79. It was sort of funny. We were doing the entire interview with Bernadette at $1.80 gas. Boom. Now we're down to $1.79, or about a 3% clip. 12-month strip on natural gas, though, did a little better, 0.6% movement on the day to $2.70 even. E&P Securities, our XOP contract, does great, 9.06%, $41.30. Like we mentioned, Tomcat made some great money, 37.48 for Fang, 13% increase. And our OIH contract, which is our E&P Oilfield Services, 8.4%, or up to $4.88. Let's see if tomorrow we can crack that $5 limit on our OHI contract, which we haven't seen in a long time. Biggest losers on the day. Actually, really, the losers today were only down all the way from 5% to 5.9%. So really minimal day on the loss side. Amplify Energy Corporation, 5% down only to 88 cents. Marine Petroleum Trust, down 5.8% to $1.15, and Consol Core Resources down 5.9%, as mentioned, to $5.10. On the upside, big movers on the day. Range Resource Corporations, which is a great shale company that's out of the Marcellus, $3.73, up 22% on the day. And Terra Resources, another Marcellus operator. I think we're seeing a theme here about who's up. Marcellus operators, $1.31 to $33.59. These guys are located out of Denver. Beautiful downtown Union Station. And finally, Contra Energy, $3.59, up 41.34%. Stu, let's hear about this interview we had with Enverness.
Boy, I'll tell you what, we had Bernadette Johnson. She is the VP over at Enverus, and it talked about everything that they had going on. They just had a report go out yesterday that we picked up on the dark side of the boom. Enverus has the numbers. Bernadette is sharp. You were on there. Aaron, our president, was on there. You've already got it cut. We're dropping it out first thing in the morning, and it's very timely for everything. In fact, while we were on that interview, prices were changing. So it's rolling right on through. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, while we were on that interview, actually, it's actually uploading right now. Once we end this live stream, it'll actually probably upload quicker and we can get that pushed out to you. But really, while we were on that call with Bernadette and talking about specifically some stuff that was going on with the natural gas, oil spiked about $2 of that $2.64 movement happened at about 12:11, which what happened was Algeria came out and said they expect OPEC specifically to cut 10 million barrels. That is a huge number. Russia energy minister then comes out and says Russia will expect to do 1.6 million barrels. So anything on the U.S. side is just going to be gravy. But as Bernadette did mention, buy the rumor, sell the news. The news of what actually happens always comes out less, and usually it will come out over a 3 to 4 month period. It's not just going to happen tomorrow. Production will not just get cut like that. We're going to see this roll over 3 or 4 months. Texas oil regulator Ryan Sutton came out today and talked about some oil related cuts. But what he did really mention was that we're going to see about a 4 million barrel contraction naturally through the market in the next 3 months anyway, if nothing really happens. So that's my one big thing of the day. OPEC is still talking about it, but remember, buy the rumor, sell the news. And with that, Stu and I are going to let you get back to work. Thank you for checking out the 360 Digital Closing Bell. We will see you guys tomorrow.